Thank you for watching part 15. Phineas tasked us with going to Byzantium and stealing some chemicals, but I remembered...
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
Can you stop saying that, weirdo, creepy Ada? Anyway, I remembered that Parvati needed an outfit because she really wanted to impress Junlei for their date. So we decided to go get her an outfit instead, and we're going to head back to... I already forgot the name of the place, but we're heading back to where Junlei is. And hopefully it's going to be a love story for the ages, but we'll see.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam.
What the fuck?
I haven't cleaned my internals in ages.
Ooh, naughty.
Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later.
Oh, you naughty minx. Groundbreaker, that's where Junlei is. Let's go to Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Thank you, Ada. Try not to get up to anything crazy while I'm gone. With Sam. Parvati, you ready or what?
All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
Well, you do look cleaner, but you're not wearing the outfit.
You bet I am. You don't want to know how much engine gunk came off me in the shower. Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right. Deep breath. Here I go.
So, what happened? I didn't even examine these? Sanjar donated these after you helped MSI. Oh, they're new, and I just now noticed them. Alright, let's check in on the date. I guess it's been a while. We're going to go to their room. Hopefully they're not up to anything crazy. Sam's charging. I assume Felix, he's just chilling, studying his hands.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He was probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person.
Oh, I feel like I'm interrupting and I don't want to do that. Are we exiting? Parvati, you look very nice.
My father and I were often at loggerheads.
They're
He had
just
notions
ignoring
of how
me.
the station should be run, and I had others. He was fond of saying, "You think Groundbreaker pays for itself? Someone's got to cover the bills," when I chafed against his deference to the board.
Sounds like he was afraid of him.
He was, and he was right to be. Didn't mean I had to like it.
June called me pretty.
Did she? That's nice.
I'm having the best time.
It's good. Junlei, you doing all
What
right?
about your mama? I don't mean to pry, you just heard
You know what?
me
I'm not
mention
going to
her.
interrupt them anymore.
Wondering.
Hey, Felix. You want to come with me? I want Parvati to enjoy your date.
What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you about this Harlow guy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, sure thing. Ask away.
Of course you do. You said earlier that you think he might be in trouble, right?
That's what I don't know. The message was light on details. No explanations, as usual. Clyde. He was a blustery old cuss. Carried on about violent revolution and seizing the means of production.
Okay. And what's a guy like him doing all the way on Scylla?
I've been thinking about that. Scylla's about as far away from civilization as I can imagine. cold, barren rocks and the occasional mining operation. Clyde wasn't exactly a prospector. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Okay. All right. Let me go change the mission. Actually, do we want to change the mission? I don't know. What are we doing here? Don't bite the sun. Head to the kitchen and see how the date is going. We already did that. Oh, just leave the ship so they can enjoy their day together. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just bring Nyoka. Well, we left the ship. How long should we be out for, you know?
What's up?
Nothing. Never mind. Is there something we haven't done here? Let's go check this out. Give them some more time.
This is Halcyon News.
This is Halcyon News.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste of it.
Have we been in here? I don't remember, but it's not giving us a discovered XP thing. Hey Doc, you got a sec?
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, okay. Well, you are welcome. Groundbreaker now friendly. Could I just walk in here? Oh, this is restricted access. I have the shroud thing though, right? I don't know what's going to happen if we try to walk through there. We don't have the ID. Okay. Not going to do that. Ellie. Oh, I remember you. You're the fast draw lady.
Good luck getting to Jessie, and better luck if you do. She's a real piece of work.
What was your mission, Jesse? No.
Good luck getting to Jessie, and better luck if you do. She's a real piece of work.
You know, lab coats don't usually lock places up without reason. We find any experiments, I vote right now that we set them aflame.
What the hell are you wearing? I don't remember you wearing that outfit.
For the last Ratted-on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Sorry, Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
She's worried about you. A lot.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she?
Nope.
Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
All right, let's talk.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Okay. What did you do that got you into trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Uh-huh. Yet, you think the board had someone follow you, and now you're hiding out, so you see why I would ask that question.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
Okay, so you stole it. That's what you did, right?
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ah. Well, Udom was, he was replaced. There's a new board rep on the station.
Well, law have mercy. That sure works in my favor. With Udom gone, I don't owe money to anyone on the board no more.
Mm-hmm.
You have my greatest gratitude for letting me know I am now debt-free.
Okay. Hopefully we have enough to get the hell out of here without being spotted. Come on. Shit. I'm gonna get in trouble. Or am I? Nope. Everything's hunky-dory. I wasn't back there. Hello, just minding my business. Ellie, you're smoking too, huh? Hey.
One of the orderlies told me Jesse's out already? You really do work fast.
Yep.
Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Huh. Are you saying you'll work for me just because I helped Jesse?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
I prefer the truth. What exactly did Jesse do for you anyway?
She helped me win a bet.
And what was the bet?
We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur.
And?
And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off.
Ah, okay. So she saved your life.
Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
Priorities. Well, listen, I have a pretty big ship. I think I have at least 1 or 2 more spare cabins, so you're welcome to join if you want.
You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
About time I made friends with the Sawbones. Been licking my wounds with booze and sulfur since too damn long.
All right, well, let's head back to the ship. But not before these skill points are applied. Oh, shit. She gave me a lot of medical. Oh. Did it work? Ah, shit. I could increase the medical, but I'll give her more health. It's a pretty badass pistol she's got there, too. Oh, I have... Okay, a bunch of points. Got it. All right, heal amount. Ooh, that's good. Give me more armor. More damage. We need to get you some better armor. How many bits we have? 4,400.
Rizzo's knock you out.
Can I just fast travel the ship? Yes, I can.
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work.
Huh, you're telling me. Oh. How'd the date go?
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
And how'd it go? Tell me all the details.
I feel like running laps around the cargo bay. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, wow, new soap? And I was like, yeah, rosish. Turns out it tickled her nose. Oops.
Haha.
And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
I figured you'd do this someplace more romantic, like the engine room.
We both see enough engines in our day-to-day.
It was a joke,
There's
Parvati.
nothing special about sitting next to another one, even if ours is real sweet.
Is it?
June hardly ever makes it down to Groundbreaker's mess during regular meal times, so sharing the kitchen was special. Like being part of a real family.
So, you laid out the meal, brought her in, and started the music? Is that how it went?
She stood stock still and just said, oh, real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, is that dustback casserole? I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
I think it's monarchist, but, you know, what do I know? I was asleep for 70 years. So, the meal, it went well? What about, I almost said dessert, sorry. So the meal went well. That's what you're saying with the casserole. How about the dessert?
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say.
Oh?
But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
And?
I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
Aw. So, hold on. Let me just stop you. You're saying she wrote a speech.
She was worried she wouldn't get the words out right, especially after that message about Isabel. Sweet. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes!
Oh my god.
And then she sneezed again, on account of the flowery soap.
Okay. And what about your disinterest? You told me that you weren't interested in physical affection. I don't know why my brain was saying affectation, even though that's not the word. Anyway, don't worry about me. It's been a long day. What'd she say about your disinterest in physical affection?
We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past.
Mm-hmm.
She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that.
Aw. It's very sweet, Parvati. Congratulations. Seriously.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the law or the capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Haha. You can do that. Haha. She's great. Enchanted evening perk. What is that? Let's see. Where is that? Enchanted evening. I don't see it. Oh. Food and drink effects last longer. Well, I don't really eat the food and drink. Oh, I didn't even notice this before. Corrosive washer. Ooh. What's Ellie's deal? Let's see. Her body armor. Oh, actually, her body armor isn't that bad. Oops. Distance. Weapons mixed. We're going to keep her with that pistol. Once told to attack. Only attacks targets the companion has been explicitly told to. Yeah, we're keeping her aggressive. Base health. Okay. All right. Let's go talk to Phineas's contact.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Thank you. Good job. Oh.
Can we talk?
Yep, we certainly can.
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
Okay. What is it?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
You know what? I did some stuff for Parvati, so I guess I'm a big softie. How can I help you?
Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything.
Sounds like you are.
I'm just suggesting we stop by. When we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
Actually, I can see it.
But I worked so hard. I dropped the accent, picked up a swagger, developed a taste for Spacer's Choice.
Look, Ellie, you got to put forth a little more effort. if you want to pass for a real scum. All right?
Maybe I could skip a few more showers, drink milk straight from the jug. Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do that.
In any case, this'll still be a shock to my parents. I bet they'll barely recognize me.
Yeah, I think you should reconnect with your parents.
Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too.
Yeah, why not?
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
I'll take care of dressing myself, but thank you.
You're the boss.
I am.
Anything else?
Yeah, so you just joined the crew like an hour ago or whatever. Do you know anything about chasing down dimethyl suboxide? I think that's how you pronounce it.
I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy.
Why do you say that?
Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is.
Again, we've known each other for like an hour. You seem to have a lot of opinions. But I'll tell you why I'm doing things for Phineas. He rescued me. I was sleeping for like 70 years. So, I mean, the least I can do is help him see this through. You know what I mean?
That's one way of looking at it. Another is that he pulled you out of hibernation without your say-so and got you to do his dirty work.
Fair enough.
Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it?
I hadn't thought about it, to be honest. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I haven't survived this long by being wrong. And anyway, Phineas isn't your only option. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
Huh. All right. Might as well aim high, right?
Exactly. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders, so I probably don't need to tell you this, but look out for yourself. No one else out here will.
Well, you will. Thanks for the advice, though. Again, we've known each other for an hour, and you seem to have a lot of opinions.
Don't mention it. Just speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about Byzantium?
It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for.
Huh.
Even the bribes are overpriced.
Interesting. And what should I know about the lay of the land?
Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile.
Why wouldn't I show my teeth when I smile?
People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry.
Ah.
It can get ugly.
Got it. Tell me about growing up here in Byzantium.
Interesting like a colonoscopy. I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it.
Sounds like there's a but to this story.
Lots of them, unfortunately. I even sculpted a few.
Oh.
Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else.
Got it. Why did you leave?
The real question is why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them.
What do you mean by that?
I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first.
Yeah. So you had to deal with a lot of red tape. That's kind of the way of the world, isn't it?
That's no way to live. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony.
Okay. Well, that's enough about Byzantium. Thanks for all the info.
That's what I've been saying.
Listen, you have a lot of opinions and I barely know anything about you, so why don't you just give me like a quick rundown?
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
What's a zero-G cocktail?
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not.
I like it. Sounds good.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
Yeah. Do you have much experience contracting out with other captains, or am I your first one?
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
And what's that supposed to mean?
There's a lot of business that goes through the Groundbreaker. Some of it's board-authorized freight hauling, and some of it's not. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
Really? Because you're telling me a bunch of your opinions and telling me who I should work with, but hey, whatever you say.
Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long.
Huh. Let's get back to business.
No complaints here.
Oh, let me change the thing to do her quest. Alright, so we have Felix and Nyoka. Alright, so I've been with Parvati since almost the beginning. She's my oldest companion. Well, not oldest, but she's been with me the longest. But she's in a relationship now, and I don't want her to die, because Junlei will have my ass. So I'm going to take Ellie and Nyoka with me from now on, and Parvati can scream happiness into her pillow. Spectrum vodka, a glass for every class. All right.
Spacer's Choice 2-hour energy drink. Wash out now.
I'm afraid I can't. I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
I didn't say anything, dude.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Just passing through, looking around.
Well, there's nothing to see here. Nope, nothing at all.
Really?
Laws, I knew it. You got me. I'm caught, aren't I?
What are you so worried about? I just met you.
I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then.
Why don't you calm down and tell me what happened?
They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals.
Well, I could look for them, but not right now. We have pressing concerns.
Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course.
What are the maintenance tunnels? By the way, I think you're creepy, but that's not what I'm asking. What are the maintenance tunnels beneath Byzantium for, anyway?
Well, to maintain things, of course. Like big, humming machine things with gears. And pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes. All sorts of pipes. That's why they connect the city from the Acropolis district to here.
Got it. But you're not going in the tunnels yourself.
Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. And the exterminator mechanicals have been known to fire on larger targets. Why they'd do that when they're only supposed to attack sprats, I've no idea. But there are rumors.
Like what?
Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins. A room full of murderous automechanicals. Monsters hungry for human flesh. A hidden bureaucratic purgatory where things and people are lost forever. Not that I place any stock in silly rumors, of course.
Of course. All right. Well, by the way, you seem a little surprised that I would help you. Why is that?
I still am. After all, I'm a person of very little influence and only middling prospects. No one does favors for free.
That's true.
But I must say, I'm far too distressed to think critically about your suspiciously kind offer.
Well, hell, man, I like Sprats just as much as the next guy. But as I said, I've got some things to do, and maybe I'll do this later. So I'll see you in a bit, maybe. Nyoka, where are you going? This way.
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work anymore?
Byzantium Estates. Oh.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly assessment.
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just marble and existential emptiness.
What's this place? Acropolis District. Restricted access. Okay. Well, we sure as shit don't have a ID card to get in there yet.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
Never thought I'd say this, but somehow I prefer my sulfur.
Really? Not me. Really, you prefer your sulfur to this? Look at this place. This place is badass. Sorry, I don't mean to just open the door like I own the place.
Marilyn, is that you?
Marilyn?
Laws, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Puh, that's me spitting on the floor. No, I'm not going to do that. It's a pleasure to meet you guys. Thank you for welcoming us into your home.
I don't know what to say. He's usually not like this. Come on, you're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Indeed. We've saved towns and restored property across Halcyon.
Are you trying to make me look bad?
No, the opposite.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
Hey, listen, Lionel, is it? Lionel Witherspoon? Listen, dude, don't treat her like shit, man. She's come a long way to see you.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Hold up. These floors that you want me to spit on, they aren't just nice, Ellie. Or Marilyn, whatever your name is. These are marble floors.
He's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you guys are about to apologize for something? Did you spend her inheritance for these fucking floors?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
Of course.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Ellie, this is ridiculous. We've got better things to do than hang around these two.
Damn right, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
They don't seem too bothered there, Ellie.
Let's talk outside.
All right, sounds good. Shall we steal something? Like, what is this? Purple berry liqueur? Can't go in any of these damn doors.
A word, Captain?
Of course.
Can you believe those two?
No.
We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say, I'll be honest. But they definitely shouldn't have gotten so upset.
I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently.
Oh.
They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
Sounds like you're watching a lot of these dramas, because that was like a description of a scene, like you wrote a screenplay or something. Anyway, but that's whatever. So after all that happened, then what would happen?
I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
That's a good one. You've got a sense of drama, Ellie. I'll give you that much.
I'll consider that a compliment.
Please do.
Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene.
Right.
Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red, and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
Chin up, Ellie. You're better than this, right?
I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain.
I understand. And I'm sorry. It's a rough situation.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moonbase, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
Well, listen, the episode, this reflects on them, not you, right?
But I want to talk about me now.
Okay. Well, talking about you could learn something from this. And it's up to you to determine what that is.
Can I just have a drink and punch some poor defenseless pillow instead? Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
All right, you know what? I do like money, so keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
Okay, so if we were to do that, how would we do it?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Okay. Can I ask you a few things first?
Something on your mind?
No. I didn't have anything to ask you, actually. Where's this office?
I shipped with a merc who had a gun like yours, Nyoka. He polished it, sang to it, slept with it. Not like that, as far as I know.
Sounds like he had himself a discerning palate. Where are you going with this?
Yeah.
He couldn't hit the broadside of an assault cruiser, hence the tin shredder.
Wouldn't be the first man I met bearing compensation for his lack of skill.
Okay. Oh, my companions have such fun things to say.
I'll sue every technician and employee who's ever touched this damned device.
What's gone into Bachmeyer?
GHIG Secure Mailbox System, TM, trademark. The sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group satellite office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Oh, I see. I guess we are. We'll come back to Phineas's task in a bit. Let's go.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Sure. Where the hell is the engine room? Should know this by now. It's my ship. Nope, that's,
Don't move, you got a little bit of sick in your tread. There, spick and span. Next time you find Nyoka fixing to barf, you come get me. I'll make sure she hits the can. Evening, Captain. Or is it afternoon? I don't know how long I've been up here.
Sorry to interrupt.
You think I could hire myself out to ships in need someday? Be my own mechanic, like how Ellie's her own doctor? I wonder sometimes.
Yeah, I think you could. Ada wants Sam to go to the console.
Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
Probably. Hey, Sam.
Scanning for C2547. Grade rated contaminants.
Good work.
Thank you, customer. Sam. We guarantee it's the only sanitation and maintenance unit you'll ever need.
All right. Well, I passed the message on, so. Oops. Wonder if that dinged my armor. Doesn't look like it. Oh, we have a long trip ahead of us here.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Thank you, Ada. Appreciate it. All right, Ellie and Nyoka. I keep telling Felix that he'll be coming with me soon, but he's kind of annoying compared to them, so he's going to have to wait a little longer.
Always imagine Fallbrook would be...
This looks like the place. You ready to get my money or what?
Hey, relax. Gotta be quiet. Be cool. Be cool. Excuse me.
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in that, but I would like to change the beneficiary on Marilyn Fenhill's life insurance policy, please.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Yeah.
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Yeah, okay, let's stay on topic. I just want to change her beneficiary.
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Okay, but how would I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically?
Yeah.
Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies.
Okay.
And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
So listen, I've been doing a lot of work lately, and I happen to have some bits that I can't figure out how to spend them. But what if I gave you, oh no, let's just pick a number here. What about 2,599 bits? What about that? What if I gave that to you, and then you do something for me?
I'm forbidden from accepting bribes, no matter how tempting.
Look, I won't tell.
Very well. But just this once.
Okay.
I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for your help.
Can we talk?
Yes, let's talk outside, though. You're going to pay me back that 2,500 credits. 2,599 to be exact.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
Yeah, congratulations.
Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
Okay, what are you going to do with all those bits? You know, the ones that, after you take out the 2,599 you owe me, what are you going to do with the rest?
Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future?
I guess not. I guess it's better to figure things out as you go, because, I mean, who knows what could happen? We could die tomorrow, right?
If only you could have been my chief surgeon back in the day.
Not smart enough.
Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
1,125. I guess you're not very good at math, Ellie. Marilyn, whatever your name is. Oh, wait, no, you know what? You're part of my crew and I'm not paying you. Never mind. Hey, 1,125? Hey, I didn't do it for the money. I did it for my crew, right?
Could have fooled me with all your tough talk. What's gotten into you?
I don't know. You're my friend. This is what friends do, right?
You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you.
Well, I'm a doer, not a talker. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get all mushy or anything. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
Huh. Wouldn't want to be indebted to me, would you?
It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh?
All right. I guess so. Holy smokes, I just got 50,400 XP for that. Beyond the Grave perk. You know what? We haven't put Ellie's skills to the test yet out in the field. So maybe we'll do that after I assign some points. Damn, that lies a lot. Your next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. Your ranged attacks reduce the target's armor rating by 1 point per hit. Huh. Headshot kills deal 25% of damage within 2.5 meters. I like that one. Let's do a quick thing with Ellie and see how she does in the field. Abernathy believes he's dying. He wants a special cache of anthracillin found in the Emerald Vale Community Center. I don't want to bring Felix anywhere. Let's just do the medicine. I don't know if I'm going to give it to Abernathy or who was the other one? Esther.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Thank you, Ada. Don't be a snitch. Oh, I'm in Fallbrook. I need to leave Fallbrook. Got it. Damn it. Oh, Jesus. Stop staying so close to me.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Already did. He'll be here later.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Thank you. I forgot that we already cleared this out, so we're not going to run into any trouble. So what we could do is just run around until we find someone. And then we'll take the medicine back to Abernathy / Esther, whoever. There we go. There's one right there. All right, Ellie, let's see what you got.
Here we go. Here we go. How about that?
Pretty good.
And that's how it's done, Captain?
Well, shit. That wasn't as difficult as it should have been. Any marauders that need a ass kicking? There's got to be some raptidons out here. All right, Ellie. Here we go.
Watch a pro at work.
Nice.
Anyone else? Show 'em how it's done. Covering you.
I'm covering you guys. I didn't do shit.
Nice work.
Oh. I ran into a fucking mine again. My ears are ringing. Damn.
Just like that.
Ooh, right in the butthole. Said this in an earlier video, but the reviews I read said, damn. Said the game was too easy at a certain point. You needed to increase the difficulty or whatever. I am cool with it being this easy at this point. I think the story is more important than the difficulty, and I do have some From Software games that I'm going to play at some point, and I know those are hard. So every once in a while, it's nice to play a game that is not super difficult once you rank up enough. All right, so we either take it to Esther or Martin Abernathy. Any opinions? No? All right.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Let me talk to Esther here real quick. Hey, Esther.
I've got some time.
Huh, do you? Well, I've got that medicine you were asking about.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
That's fair. But also, are you sure? Because, at least leave me something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
I was hoping to get your number, but I guess that's not happening. Just for curiosity's sake, who are you going to give that medicine to?
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Okay. And what do you do here, by the way?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Interesting. Well, Esther, it was a pleasure doing business with you, and I hope to run into you again. How do we get to our ship? Have we already talked to this Silas guy? You know what? I don't care. Let's get back to the ship.
Some
Oops.
crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
No, I don't believe you.
I definitely won that round.
Or they were doing
You
something.
always seem to, huh?
That's because I'm usually right.
What are you guys doing?
Next time I work the scorecard.
Something on your mind?
You guys are no, I guess not. What about you, Nyoka? You got anything to say for yourself?
Hey, Cap.
How are things with the crew? You like the new crew member who's standing like a foot away and can hear me asking you this question?
Parvati showed me how to properly grease the magazine release on one of my firearms. She's a smart one, you know. Opal was quiet in the same way. She'd hang back, out of sight, then all of a sudden pop in with a bit of wisdom out of nowhere. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
You know what? I'm not pushy. You can talk whenever you're ready.
I will.
All right, I'm going to go to bed, and then we'll continue with the Phineas quest after that. So yeah, that is going to do it for part 15. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in part 16.